What's crack-a-lackin'? Kool-aid Krew, what is happening? Good to see everybody. If you guys could, please share this out. Yeah. So, we'll go ahead and get started here. Guys, we got this big, what we call a trans-equatorial coronal hole, right? This is a hole in the sun's corona, and it crosses over, crosses over the equator of the sun. It's in both hemispheres, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, we're going to go over that. Also, guys, we are getting hit with some sort of geomagnetism right now from the sun. It doesn't look to be too hot and heavy right now, but as you can see, this is the velocity. You can see it's bouncing around a little bit. You can see it coming in on the density here. You can also see it here on the pressure. That is quite a bit of pressure, but most of that's on the backside. So yeah, that is what that is. But we'll go into that a little bit more detail too. This is the geoelectric model. This is what you look at to kind of bridge a gap between geomagnetism and earthquakes. This is geoelectric. This is basically our part of our global electric circuit. I'll go more into that here in a minute. But this is something they use to help forecast earthquakes. So it's a pretty new model. It's only a few years old. I've been showing it to you guys since it was in beta. So right now, guys, check it out. Look at this. Hardly any flares. Okay, I mean, we're down. I mean, it's like hardly no flares right now. We had a couple M-class flares here, and again, I'll show you guys more of why that's happening too. But they are forecasting a geomagnetic storm, okay, here on the 15th, and it's from the coronal hole, at least from what I can see. And as you can tell here, guys, the data, see the purple? That's the BZ. It was in -6, so that means we're susceptible. We're going to be drawing in that geomagnetism. Hey, Awakening. Well, thank you, man. That's awesome, dude. 22 months. Wow. That's crazy. I didn't know I had my memberships going at, like I said, the last time you did that. That's pretty crazy, man. Well, thank you, man. 22 months. Guys, I'm going to be giving out 5 memberships, too. I'm doing a members-only stream tomorrow night. I got a book we're going to be giving away, and I'll go over more on that here in just a minute, but I want to get to the space weather here first, okay? And we'll get into that in a minute. But thank you, Waken. That's awesome, man. Okay. So, yeah. So that's what we're going to be going over. I'll take you guys down here and show you this real quick. There was an eruption here, but it was off the backside of the sun. And again, I'll show you more about that here in a minute. And this is our current sun, and we'll go in a little bit more detail here as we get going here. So, anyway, so let's just go ahead and do that, and I will run my intro real quick, and I will see you guys back here in about 10 seconds. Okay, guys. Yeah, good to be here, and thank you again for that, being a member for so long. That's just a great thing, man. I love it. I love it. There's a lot going on in our world right now, guys, and I get that. So I understand, for whatever it's worth. You guys can, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I get it, right? It's hard to look out into space sometimes when you don't have to look very far to see a whole bunch of negative stuff. And that's what we're seeing right now in our world, unfortunately, and that's just what it is. And it isn't something that any of us can control. So my goal is just to show you guys what's going on right now, give you guys kind of a little short update here. I don't want to take away any attention from what's going on elsewhere, because it's important, right? And on that note, let me just show you here real quick. Chance Paladin, he's a moderator on Marfugal, and he sent me his book on prepping. This is the cover of the book. He gave me an extra one. I'm going to be giving that book away. Okay. And when I get done reading this, I've read a few chapters so far, and it's pretty good. So he wrote this book. Somebody in our community. I don't have the information right now where to go pick it up at. But I'll be giving one of these away, and when I do give it away, I'll have the information for anybody who wants to go buy it and support somebody in our community. Yeah, so that's what's up. Hey Trish, good to see you. And everybody else that's in there, I'll stop and say hi in just a few minutes. But you know, it's pretty cool. Somebody in our community wrote, and it's pretty extensive, but it's well written. It's not boring at all either. Sometimes prepping books can be kind of boring. This one's not. So, yeah. Anyway, okay. I just wanted to bring that up. Let me see. I had something else I wanted to bring up to you too here real quick, but no. Okay. So, guys, this is SDO. What is SDO? Well, it's a satellite always looking at the sun. And so what we're looking at here is a specific gas, and it shows up in the 211 angstrom of light. Now, this is in low Earth orbit, okay? So when I say low Earth orbit, yeah, that's exactly what it's at. Basically, it's kind of, or it's in the same position of every other satellite that's close to our planet, right? It's not in L1, which is behind us, where the James Webb is. There's a whole lot of places they can put satellites and be efficient with it, but this one's kind of close to us, right? So, and it's always looking at the sun, and it gives us from our point of view. So that's why we look at these different angstroms. The 211 tends to show the coronal holes a lot better. You can see that right here. That is not a hole in the sun. It's a hole in the sun's atmosphere. So with that being said, when the atmosphere opens up like that, the surface is exposed, highly charged particles just flood out. And sometimes they can give us geomagnetic storms if it's enough. This is in what we call the Earth strike zone. This is the Earth strike zone right here. Okay? And as things just start flooding out like that, if it starts hitting, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know? Hey, Steve, what's up? But, yeah. Also, guys, if you guys are active, hey, Jerry, if you guys are active in the chat, when I go to give away the 5 memberships I'm going to tonight, it'll give it to whoever's most active in the chat. If somebody's super chatting, it kind of gives you a little extra here or there. I don't know exactly how it all works. But if you're active in the chat, and, you know, I think it does give you extra if you super chat or something like that. But you'll have a better chance to get the membership for free. That's all I'm saying. I like to say that because sometimes people just don't have the money for it, you know. I mean, I kept mine at $4. I don't have any other. I have some other levels, but the $4 one is where most people are, and that's what I wanted, you know. I don't want it to be too expensive for everybody. But as you can see, guys, this coronal hole right here is just letting stuff just flood out. So that's why they are saying this. Okay, so 3 days from now, and that's typically average when particles leave the sun. It takes it about 3 days to get here. It's just that simple, right? Yeah, the sun's 93 million miles away from us. You guys can do the math if you want on that to see how fast things are moving. But typically between 300 and 500 kilometers per second. 400 kilometers per second is roughly 1 million miles per hour. Okay, so that's how fast these particles are moving. Pretty fast, if you ask me. That's just, you know, again, I'll just leave it at that. Now, oops, I keep flipping around. Guys, I got this. Let me know how you like ISWA here. So I've got this thing set up now, and it makes it really, really cool and simple to switch for you guys. So I can show you different imaging here. So let me know at the end of the stream what you guys think about this setup, because it remembers my setup. Which is very cool. And guys, I know I went live about 10 minutes early, so I do apologize for anybody kind of coming in now. I do want to kind of keep this. I don't want to make this real long for everybody, okay? I'm finding that, you know, it's becoming more of a, if the streams end up kind of getting strung along like I had a tendency to do there for a very long time, it just doesn't work for people. And I get it, okay? So I'm trying to be a little better there. But anyway, so this coronal hole, it's opened up pretty big. Now, this is a 304. We look at this 304 angstrom, it's ionized helium. We can see the dark shadows. Those are filaments. They're magnetic filaments, basically magnetic lines with a bunch of highly charged particles traveling back and forth on it, right? And they kind of lay in the sun's atmosphere. They're not on the surface, they're in the atmosphere. Those themselves, if they lift off and go out into space, into interplanetary space, those become CMEs. It's just a big bunch of plasma leaving the sun. Now, they can lift off on their own. They can have a CME, an ejection. A flare can destabilize that area, and they'll lift off. It's all magnetics, okay? So as you can see here, you can see, you know, quite a bit of stuff happening around the edges here. You can see quite a few. This right here, look at that big solar vortex. See how much that, and something I found very interesting here on the sun lately, and that's why I made the thumbnail the way I did with the big loops out here like that. A lot of these sunspots, they're communicating with one another. Basically, they're connected to one another magnetically. Okay, so if one fires, most of the rest of them that's connected to that, it's going to fire too. Okay, so that's just what I'll say. Now, we do want to make sure that we keep an eye on this. Okay, I always tell you guys this: the sun can do what it wants, when it wants, and how it wants to do it. You know, we can't change any of it. We can't. You know, we have no control over this, right? So we just all we're left to do is be aware and then react when we need to react to something, right? And very rarely do we need to react in a very serious way, okay? We can start pushing up through G4 storms. That's when you should start thinking, oh my gosh, not like scared or nothing, but hey, we really need to start paying attention, maybe take some steps towards whatever we got planned, right? And hopefully you got things planned. All right? Ask Chance. He'll tell you. Anyway, let me do this. Now, sorry about that, guys. I try to mute when I take a drink. My mouth gets dry really quick. So this is our current sun right here. Now, remember the big sunspot we had in the middle? That's not it. It's already rotated off. We can't see it right now. And these here are just not all that great of impressive looking sunspots. Just saying. They're just not. So I'll leave that at that. And, you know, are we going to get more? Remember the big one that gave us the big, the X flares last week? It wasn't even a sunspot until it was here. As soon as it became a sunspot, it just started firing flares. So that's why you can't ever let your guard down when it comes to these things. Aurora photography, when it, you know, anybody kind of looking at that stuff, let me find that real quick for you. Where was I at here? Yeah, so if we get to the G1s here, you're going to see some aurora. Right now you're not seeing any because there's nothing really, you know, too hectic hitting us, right? Now let me take you over here. Now this is the magnetosphere, right? This is the first point of contact of our magnetic field and the sun's atmosphere. The sun, not atmosphere, but the sun's energy that it just fired at us, right? The highly charged particles coming from the sun. Now we sometimes do get particles coming from the cosmos. They're called cosmic rays. Okay, they can come from any direction. Typically the sun's heliosphere will block those for us. But sometimes it doesn't. They get through, right? And we'll talk more about that as solar minimum starts becoming a thing, okay? Right now we're in solar maximum still, and it really don't have to be too concerned. What do we look for in that instance, though? Does anybody know? I'm sure some of you probably do. But we look here at the geomagnetic activity, and when it gets down to 1 or down to 0 here on the KP for extended periods of time, that means we don't have very much geomagnetism hanging around to block those cosmic rays. So that's part of our heliosphere, and then our atmosphere itself. Sometimes they get through. We're talking about muons and neurons, and when those things pass through, they can go right through our planet. They'll go right through you, okay? High doses of that stuff, you're not supposed to be exposed to that, especially the ones that are in airplanes flying high, right? Around our poles. They can, you know, they limit cabin crew, pilots, stewardess and stuff like that, how many hours they can fly in those kind of conditions. Astronauts that are out there on the ISS, it's very dangerous for them. When stuff like that happens, they have to go to a specific spot of the ISS and stay there, because that's the only way they can block that radiation. You know, when I say highly charged particles, guys, you could substitute that for the word radiation. Now, I know that I don't use that word because it tends to scare people. And, you know, it's just what it is. Right? So, okay. Now, this is the geoelectric model. This will move just about every time this does. Okay? They really do. They move quite, you know, pretty symbiotic together. Now, they're working with Canada here. And, man, what the heck is that smell? Whew, man, it smells like some sort of... Sorry, guys. What the heck is that? It's like spray paint. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. I don't mean to, like... It's weird. I have to go figure that out since I get off stream here. Anyway, so yeah, so you got this going on here, and typically you're going to see it come from the north down, right? And you're also going to see more activity here around the higher populated areas, because that's just how this model works. Okay, you can see what it says here: the geoelectric field, measure of the induction hazard to man-made conductors, right? It's man-made components, right? They're trying to show you space weather's effect on man-made components. And that's what this model's for. GFCIs, all those things, your breakers, all those things, right? So, yeah, pink Kool-Aid, I like that. Okay, now, let's see here, right here. This is the boring graph, and I'm not going to stay on this graph very long. Guys, you'd be surprised if I go look at my analytics. Every time I pull up a graph, you can see the view count go down. It's crazy. It's crazy how that works, but hey, I do the same thing. I don't like looking at graphs either. You know, I'm here to learn and be entertained at the same time. So I try to do the same thing for you guys. But this is the only way I can show you what I'm talking about. This is the BZ, this red line, right? And you always hear me talk about, and I'm going to explain a little more tonight on this, okay? -6 or bigger. What am I talking about, right? What kind of reference can I give you? Let me, right here. Okay? See this? BZ, right there. This is the point of view we're looking at. We're looking at the Earth from the side. So if it's in a negative polarity, it's pointed towards the south, right? So this is what I'm talking about. We're not talking about geographic poles here. We're talking about magnetic poles. They move. They don't stay in the same place. It's not the barber pole up there, you know, where Santa Claus sends Rudolph over there every year, right? This is that straight up and down line. The BX is actually the horizontal line that goes between us and the sun. You can see this, right? This is the 3 axes we typically look at. The BY is this. Now I want to show you this because right here, you see this? See it says Y? If you put a B in front of that, that's what you're looking at. Okay? So basically you're looking at the Earth from top down when you're looking at where'd that go? The BY, right here, the Y axis. Here's the Z axis. You're looking at the side. Okay, so this is what I'm showing this to you so you guys understand it, because I get a lot of questions on this. Well, what's it matter? Well, if things are pointed towards the south, it tilts everything, right? So it opens us up. Do you see this right here? If we tilt this way, that means we're more pointed towards the sun, and things are just flooding in. That's why that number is so important. And the more it gets tilted, the more we're susceptible to it, because there's more particles on that side right at that moment. Hey, good to see you. Draconis in the house. Thank you for being a member for 16 months. Guys, I got an email somebody sent me of some Aurora. I can't find it. So if it's you, I think it might be you, Draconis. But forgive me if I'm wrong on that. But please send that again. I don't know how I deleted it. I just can't find it. I really wanted to show it to you guys. But anyway, so yeah, so that's how that works. Now, vice versa, guys. Remember, if we go positive, things are more, you know, towards this direction. We have more of a protection. So that's why the BZ is so important. Okay, this BZ makes or breaks whether or not we get into geomagnetic storms. It really does. Okay, I'm trying to figure out. I'm sorry, I'm flipping around here a lot. I'm trying to find my spot here. Where'd it go? There it is. Well, no, that's not it. That's the video I wanted to show you. Here it is. Okay, so yeah, so when this gets so when this is -6 or more, hey, Kristen, thank you. Another 19 months. That's awesome. That's so. I'm glad when you guys use that. I wish everybody would. I'm serious. Anybody who's a member, please, 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 use that. That's a free super chat for you guys. I'm gonna put Draconis's up there for a minute because I forgot to do it. Sorry. And I'll get yours back up there in a minute, Kristen. Okay. All right. So let me back here, guys. I think I'm doing pretty good staying on point today. I'm trying to. I really am. Okay. Now, but I want to show you guys this. Okay. This is something that I may have showed you guys before, or I may not have. I can't remember, but we're going to figure it out together. How about that? So I don't want that one. I want this one. Okay. So I'm going to pause it. And what you're going to see, guys, we've been talking about Earth discharge, right? You guys, if you guys are watching anything else on YouTube right now about space weather, you're probably hearing people talk about discharge, right? And it's a very real thing. But nobody can show you the Earth discharging. I've not seen anybody show anybody any models of the Earth discharging. Well, I got some. Look at the date on this. This is over a year ago. Okay? So, you see that? Watch what happens. You're going to see it kind of bulge out in the back here. And it's going to go out in all directions. That's the Earth discharging energy. Watch, here it goes. It'll do it again. I'm going to let it play here for a minute. See that? It's not like it's coming from one direction or the other. It is. And watch this down here. See that? I'm not even sure that's the Earth. That right there is so strange to me. This one here. I have no idea where that came from. I mean, I can't say for certain where that came from. But you hear a lot of people talk about discharge and the Earth doing it. Yes, it does. Now, it's not like a CME. It's not like a, plasma just blasting out. What this is, it's like the Earth is a capacitor. Capacitor stores extra energy. They use it a lot with transformers, okay? When that capacitor gets full, it has to discharge, or guess what? It blows up. Simple as that. I seen that happen twice when I worked at our local factory here, okay? And just let me tell you, when those things blow up, it is no fun. It sounds like a bomb going off. And, if anybody's near it, they can get hurt. So, what I'm saying is, the Earth is like a capacitor when we're getting hit with energy from the sun. We draw it in, and then eventually, we can't hold any more energy. And it has to let it go. And sometimes it takes like a small little hit from the sun to give us that last over-the-top hit, and then we discharge. You see it a lot, and people, I don't know why people don't show this. Maybe they haven't seen it. I don't know. But it's just something that I look at, and I have for a long time, as you can tell. This is October. I think you can kind of see it right there. You see that? Let me pause that. I'm going to bring this. Okay, I want you to watch right here. It's very subtle on the pressure. See that? Okay, and then you can see, because we're connected, you can kind of see it do it here too. That's part of the same thing. Now, if I take you back here to this is current. Well, what happens is we get compression when we get hit, and then we'll expand out when we push back. It's called expansion. It's called compression, and then rapid expansion back out. Okay, so that's what's going on there, guys. So I just want you guys to know that. So the Earth does discharge. It happens. Why is that important? Well, I'm going to show you something. Find it real quick. This right here is a good way to show you too. Okay? When the Earth discharges like that, guys, what do you think happens? It increases our chances of earthquakes. Okay? Picture it like this. Grab a firecracker, put it in your hand. What happens if you keep your hand closed and that firecracker goes off? You ain't got no hand left, do you? Okay, well, if you have your hand open, you might get burnt just a little bit. Okay, so my point is this. 99% of the time, Earth's hand is open. 1% of the time, Earth's hand has wrapped around that firecracker, and the next time it discharges, it can cause some earthquakes. That's all I'm saying. So, I just want you guys to, yeah, by hand for sure. For sure, guys. Hey, give me a roll call in there if you could. Regional. I don't want to know specifics, guys, because that's not safe for the internet. You guys can email me anytime you want, and I'll talk to you on email too. But I don't want to put it out there like that here. Me, it's different because I'm out here anyway. That's something you have to accept if you're a content creator. People just know where you live. That's as simple as that. I live in Eastern Indiana. It wouldn't be hard to find me. So, anyway, but I wanted to show you guys that because I think it's important because you're gonna start hearing a lot of people talk about this discharge because it's going to start becoming more and more prevalent, and people just really need to know. What we got? California, there's J-Poss, my man. Oh yeah, baby. Heck yeah. Okay, I'm gonna run a movie here for you guys, and I'll check on your guys' roll call. Guys, I'm gonna run this too real quick first. This is Seeds. This is Soho. Okay, this is what we look at for CMEs, and as you can tell, it's very quiet CME wise. Okay, but again, that could change with just snap of a finger. All right, I just want to make sure everybody, knows that. Okay, so let's go here to now. See the difference in angstroms? This is the same picture. Okay, it's just this right here is looking at a different gas. So when you overlay it, that's when you get the full picture of the sun. North Dakota, baby, what's up, MRF? All right, now I do want to go through this a little too. That's probably not going to give me much. Guys, this shows you magnetism, okay? Blue and red. And right now, because the before our next sun cycle, the red, it'll be red-blue. In the northern hemisphere, it'll be blue-red in the southern. When the sun does its pole flip and the sun cycle starts to reset, that will switch. Okay? That's just how that works. In case you didn't know. I just want to, kind of point that out. Okay. So, let me get back here real quick. All right. Sun farts. Yeah. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. There you go. Different filters reading different gases. What's up, Andrew? What's happening? Hey, Jenny Ball, what's happening there? Stephanie, what's going on? There's J Poss from California. Seeking Truth here too, Stephanie says. I seen Seeking Truth in there. Hey, good to see you. Hey, there you go. There's your sun farts. Hey, Linda, what's happening? What is happening? I'm trying to read. My chat box is kind of messed up. Hold on a minute. Well, we love you back, Linda. We love you back. Hey, we need to be giving some prayers out to Trinity, Red Pill, Blue Pill, Hi-Ho, Kermit the Frog, and who's from Texas? Who's from Texas? I want to know. Who is that? Hold on. Gosh. Seeking Truth. There you go. There you go. Queensland, Australia, baby. Love it, Jose. Love it, love it, love it, Josephine. Love it, love it, love it. I love my Aussies. Hey, Trisha. What's up? Alyssa's in the house. Okay. All right. There's J-Poss. See here, think. Sweating? You sweating? 82 in Houston, huh? Wow. Hey, D. Griffin. Good to see you, bud. All right. So, guys, yeah. Now, I'm going to be doing a giveaway on this book, okay? But before I go into any of that, I'm going to give you guys 5 memberships, okay? Hey, Miss, what's up? Yeah, I know. It's all good, Miss. No problem. Thank you, though. Thank you. I really do appreciate you. Guys, she's awesome. You guys need to get over there and check out her channel. If you don't, you're making a mistake. Let's get you over there real quick. How about that? Let's do this. This is her channel, guys. She does a lot of short. It's a shorts channel, basically, but it's so positive and funny. It's constant, just laughter when I go over here. Just so you know. Yeah. So let me. I'm gonna copy and paste and put your link there in the chat. Where is it? Oh my gosh. I'm losing my head, man. Here, I'll tell you what. We'll just go to one of them.
I'll be reincarnated as me again.
Alright, let's go to the next one.
It's hard being the coolest sibling. But hey, somebody's got to do it.
That's right.
To anyone who's going to be at my funeral, take the flowers off the top of the coffin and throw them into the grieving crowd. And that way we'll know who's next.
Like at a wedding. I love that.
To anyone, I decided my husband should wake up with a big smile on his face this morning.
Uh-oh.
And now, I'm no longer allowed to have Sharpies in the house.
Anyway, guys, get over and check out her channel. It's awesome. It truly is. It just is. Yeah, and if you don't follow her on Facebook, please do so. Miss, you can put your links in there if you want. I can't, for whatever reason, I can't find mine. I don't know what the heck I'm doing here tonight. But anyway, guys, please go check her out. She works hard at it. So is Trinity. So, yep. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it. I will show you J-Poss's book. Not J-Poss, but Chance Paladin's book again. I'm about 2 or 3. I think I'm on the 3rd chapter now. It's interesting. You know, when you're getting information on how to prep, sometimes it can get kind of boring. But this is written in a way, he did such a great job with this thing. So I'm going to be giving I'm going to give my 2nd book of this away in my next members only. Okay? So let me, let's go ahead and, how many people we got in here right now? 79? Let's, I'll tell you what. I'm going to wait till tomorrow to give, well, I told you guys I was going to do it now. So I'm going to do it now. Alright, let's do this. Okay, I'm going to be giving away 5 memberships here. It's going to be incoming here in just a minute. Alright? Let's see here. Oh, hold on. I messed that all up. All right. Okay, here we go. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Incoming. Who got him? Red Wine Evolution Studios. Hey! See here, Think got one. Awesome. Who else got one? Let's see. Well, I can't even control my mouse tonight. Seeking Truth got one. Awesome. I'm not sure who the 5th one was. But anyway, hopefully you guys, hopefully you guys can appreciate that. I wish I could give you guys more, but I can't. Just can't do it right now. But I'll be giving a book away, and I got some cards and stuff I'm gonna give away. I've even got some metal Star Wars models that don't require any glue. And that reminds me, I still got to send that one. I missed one of those. I keep forgetting to send it to her. Hey, Steve. What do you say to a 3-headed alien? Hello, hello. He's our resident dad joke person. I'll pin that to the top. Hey, Steve, put that in the comment section under this video, okay? And I'll pin that to the top. It's good to see you, bud. Hey, Major. What's up, bud? All right, guys. I am going to go ahead and end it here. Hey, Cindy Lou. And thank you guys for being here. And I will be back tomorrow with you guys. We'll be doing I'm going to try to do a regular stream tomorrow and members only. I'm taking my daughter out of town and one of her friends for her birthday. But we should be back in the evening. So I should have enough time to get back here and get you guys a show. Okay? But anyway, guys, thanks again. You guys, get over and check out Marfugal if he goes live tonight. I'm sure he will. Hey, lower class, good to see you. All right. Anyway, God bless. Yahusha saves. And as always, you can drink this Kool-Aid.